All right. Hi, Marky. Since you're
Hi,
listening
Marky.
on your drive back from Florida.
How was Florida? Did you enjoy yours?
Wow, we heard that all the way over here. Holy
Marky,
shit. That
come
had
on,
a little
man.
bit of the Doppler effect, too, because it's coming at us.
And just for Marky, I actually made an old fashioned.
Oh, that looks really good. You even have the orange in
You
it.
made it just for
Yeah.
Murky. Wouldn't he
That's
hate one of
like
those?
such a man's drink there that you got.
Yeah, didn't Murky refuse to drink one, though?
He
I
didn't
love
refuse to drink it.
old-fashions.
He did not enjoy it.
He's
Yeah,
not,
he
he's
did
not a
have
real
Some
man.
old fashions are not good, and that's just how it is sometimes.
Dusty,
Sometimes
we
it
got a
is.
challenge for you. You got to make a man out of Murky.
In my
Let's
opinion,
get
the old
down
fashioned
to
was very
business.
tasty, but I enjoy a good old fashioned too. Murky, I think, just thought it was gonna be something other than what it was, and
Did he think it was going to be like a sweet mixed drink?
no, I think he thought it was gonna be more comparable to like rum and tasting.
Well, it
Oh,
wasn't.
Yeah,
he
whiskey
really
and
likes
rum
the
taste of
don't
whiskey.
taste the same.
Yeah, no. So he just didn't enjoy it, but I gladly took it off his hands. He was like, I watched him take a sip of it, and he was like, it was obvious he did not enjoy it. And I was like, you want me to help you with that so you can order something you actually want to drink? And he was like, yeah. And he like slid it across to me, and I just like threw back half of it and then set it back. And he was like, I have such a fucking boner for you right now. And then like he tried drinking it a little bit more, and I was like, you want me to finish that for you so you can just get something? And because he did not want to send it back. He's like, nope, I ordered this. I'm not going to send it back. This is my problem to deal with. Like, nobody else's fault but mine. I'm drinking this drink. And I was like, buddy, I'll drink it if you want to get something else. And he's like, yeah. And then I think he got like a Moscow Mule or something like that after that.
Puss, girl drink.
Moscow Mules are fucking good.
They are good though.
Fucking Murky.
But yeah,
dude.
if you get a really good old fashioned, I'm the same way. I'll fucking drink half that shit in one
you
go.
gotta go to Brown Barn with us sometime.
Oh,
I
yes.
love
E and I
Round
did an old fashioned flight of different
God.
old fashions.
And it was
I was
fantastic.
fucked up leaving there though too.
Have you been to Journeyman's before?
Yes.
not.
I love Journeyman's.
They have the best old fashioned I've
gin.
had in my whole life.
I'm gonna
It's
have to go
their
there.
cherry old fashioned.
Yes,
It's so
I
good.
try that. It is like if you love cherry and you really like a good bourbon, Journeyman's makes like a terrific old fashioned. They have like the best tasting gin. If you hate gin, what Shannon
I
does,
love gin.
they have a terrific gin. Like I'm okay with gin. I have no problems with it. I'm all right with junipers, but Journeyman's for some reason, it's like they just found a magical living like juniper tree, pine tree, whatever the fuck they grow on. I can't think of it. They slaughtered it and just poured out some magic from it. It's like terrific.
Slaughter me and pour some magic out of me.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
I mean, only if you ask nicely, kid.
they're cherry old fashions made with
Got
their
them.
pit spitter rye, and it is
Actually,
just
Yes. So they also occasionally make a special bourbon that I got the last time that I was there. That was called Kissing Cousins.
that makes sense.
It was an okay bourbon. It wasn't their best. I just got it because it was like an anniversary edition of it. Tried it out. I'm like, it's a bourbon, and there was like a weird twist to it. I forget what it was.
And you really like Alabama.
Pretty much. Oh, it was mushrooms. That's right. It was like truffle, like made with truffles.
Like chocolate truffles or like mushroom
No, like
truffles?
morel and other truffles, like stuff like that.
I'm sorry, your description of it was truffle made with truffles was the best description I've ever heard.
I heard Shannon in the background shouting what it was, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. That was
Truffles!
the thing.
It was 12.
It wasn't great, but it was fine.
I think it was funny that Shannon hadn't heard your story from like, what was it, the last week's episode or 2
Oh,
weeks ago?
yeah, last week's episode.
Like,
And
she
Shit was so
just
funny.
started messaging. She's like, I had no idea about that story. I did not know that you drank the milk. And she's like, yeah, never drink milk in that house because I'm the only one that does. Oh man.
yeah, it was a learning experience that night.
Yeah, he's gonna 100% always smell his milk before he takes a drink. now.
110%. I think it was just more my throat was burning, and I was like, I need something to cool this off.
Tell you
And
what, that didn't do.
It didn't do what it was supposed to do.
Wait,
It almost made
hang
me
on,
puke.
wait. On the other side, like after you started saying that story, like you never mentioned your throat burning again. Like you must have completely forgot about it.
I went into the bathroom and I got antacids.
I mean, no, you must have completely forgot about it because like you were too busy dry heaving and trying like not to hurl, and you know, it's like you had an injury and you pinched yourself to forget the pain in the other part, right? Except you decided to pour sour milk on your tongue to forget about your throat burning. A little
It's kind
extreme
of like
there.
sometimes where you do smelling salts on a person to wake them up. You just, drink some terribly spoiled milk to forget about the pain.
Anybody here ever do smelling salts?
No.
Never
No.
once.
Dude,
I've heard it like burns your nostrils.
Oh my
though.
God, they're awful.
I want to
Why
try
did you
it.
do smelling salts?
Hockey, of course. Somebody had smelling salts
okay.
on the bench. It wakes you up, especially at like 12 in the morning. Somebody gave me one, and I'm like, oh God! It was very
Yeah.
strong.
People always look really cool when I see them smell it, and I'm like, I want to do that.
It
Like
really-
if you smell it too long, it can actually cause permanent damage, like in your nasal cavity.
Oh, that's good. Let's try it.
Wow, that's
we
weird.
looked it
I
up
just
at
I've
my
done
own
it.
smell
Nobody else
smelling
has done.
salts and just knock Coco out, just like Hulk out, punch him in the face.
That's weird. Something I've done that nobody else in here has done.
Yeah,
So that's a rare one.
that's
Talked
a
about
first.
doing it at my old job. My boss and my old GM were like, "Hey, we should do this." And then we started looking into it. Like, what are the dangers of doing this? And we found that you can cause damage to your nasal cavity because it legitimately just burns your nasal cavity.
Yeah. Pretty much all it does. That's all it's good
Mhm.
for.
But wakes your ass up.
It does wake
Yes,
you the
it
fuck up.
certainly does from the sound of it.
E, you said you had something for us today.
I do. It's mainly because it's been popping up on my TikTok algorithm a lot, and it's probably because I am a stereotypical nerd.
Mhm,
But it's been actually has been popping up for me a lot here.
actually,
Actually, I don't know if you guys know what it is. I have a feeling Gaz might be the best one to know what it is, but I feel like the other two probably don't.
Yeah. I know.
So it is a game show that was made by a few people that were on College Humor, and then they made the streaming service Dropout. I think it was founded by Sam Reich or Reich. I forget how to pronounce his name, but he was like one of the big guys at College Humor that kind of led a lot of projects. Then he made Dropout, pretty much snagged their team when they started getting laid off. And they made a bunch of different shows. So they have like Game Changer, which is like their bread and butter
Changer's
over
one of my
there.
favorite.
And that's also a game show. It's really funny. It's really great. It's really smart. They have actually, and I know they recently changed hosts for actually. Used to be, can't remember his name. It was the I want to say his name was like Mike something, but I'm probably wrong. I'm really
I don't know
bad with
people's names.
But started off with one guy, and then it got transferred over to another host. But the new host is still doing a terrific job. They recently had like two of the Try Guys on actually. They had Zach and Grant on there. And of course, because they had Grant, they also brought on the one dude from College Humor that looked like him. Can't remember his name.
Neither can I.
But anyways, so the main thing of the game is you are going to be given certain nerdy statements, and you have to buzz in and give an actually and correct the statement. So there is
Something
at minimum
incorrect.
one thing incorrect in that statement. Sometimes there's multiple opportunities to get more points. Sometimes it's just one thing that needs to be corrected, but there's also random little things that they'll throw in, and sometimes they'll discuss the nerdy things that they're talking about and just kind of make things funny. So
you gonna take us to a link that's buzzers?
I am. How did you know?
Because
Ooh.
E does that.
Yeah, you do that.
I do that. So we're going to be using this link right over here. It is in our ADHD After Dark chat for the voice channel, and this is going to be our room code.
I'm waiting.
Upper right corner.
Oh, not the other ADHD. Oh, you're talking about the one that if I click on it.
this
How
voice
I
chat.
noticed and
You're
you
talking
guys
about
did not.
you're talking about the
I
one that if
noticed.
I click it,
Gaz
it's gonna.
could get to it because Gaz is
All right,
not.
hang on.
actually-
Is there anything that shouldn't be shown in the recording?
No.
Okay, because as soon as I open up the chat,
Yeah, I mean there is, Xeno squash dick, but I mean
Okay.
that's going on the Fansly. That's
oh my
fine.
fucking Christ, it is.
It really is. Let's zoom in real quick.
Because unfortunately, whenever I pop this out and Discord opens up a VC in a new window, it puts the chat for the
Boy's
VC.
doing all right down there.
It puts the VC chat next to the video instead of putting it in a completely different place. So
And again, maybe that might draw on people to actually give us money. I don't know. We'll see.
all right, I have to put in that deny. Join buzzer room code.
So yeah, see Xeno Bro is in here. We got Giz.
Yes.
There's Coco. All right, just so I can kind of remember how it looks. Coco, can you hit the buzzer? All right, it does.
We have
tell
to
me he
type
buzzes
in, or are we going to
first.
talk
Just
about
There
what
will
it's
be a
from?
few things where you will have to type in an answer, but for the most part, we'll just talk. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and reset buzzers
Hang
for
on, let me do
now.
somebody else hit the buzzer. I want to see if I can hear it.
I
It
can't.
should just be me because I'm the host.
Wow, that's lame.
Oh, wait. Actually, there's a volume button.
Yeah,
I might be
there's
able
a
to
volume
hear, but I had it off. Right above it's a sound thing, babe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
there
I
is.
have it unmuted, and I didn't hear whoever clicked it.
I hear it if I click it.
Yeah, I hear it if I click it as well.
But I don't hear it. All right. Well, I was just hoping for the recording. Anyway, continue on.
All righty, folks. So welcome on into Discounted. Actually, with ADHD After Dark. With us today, we have the very gorgeous XenoStream 38 Xeno, coming all the way from someplace in the Midwest. Xeno, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I like sex with Coco and long walks on the beach.
Dear God, don't we all? Next, but certainly not least, we also have the fantastically talented Gazzers, who is going to be streaming up here on Twitch soon. Gaz, why don't you tell our lovely audience a little bit about yourself?
My hobbies include fucking Coco and long walks on the beach.
Damn, I'm
Yeah.
starting to notice a little bit of a
Yeah.
trend here. And finally, and most certainly not least, because he is not going to let you forget he's in the room, it is Coder Coco. Probably the reason why most people come to this fucking podcast anyways.
Do I need to say
Coco,
something
what?
about me?
Yeah.
I like being
something,
Eiffel
please.
Towered on the beach.
Makes
By
sense.
Xeno
Makes
Gas
That checks
sense.
out.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah.
And I'm your
I knew
host,
that
Eden
about you.
Direct, and sometimes I like to watch Coco get Eiffel Towered on the beach.
You're
from
the
a safe
recorder.
distance.
You're the recorder.
Exactly. All right, so I already explained the rules of actually we're gonna go with the first person who buzzes in, but the second person who buzzes in can steal. And if that second person fails, the third person's allowed to steal. We can keep it open until somebody gets it correct. If we start getting a lot of fails, I'm gonna lateral think you guys towards the correct answer.
Lateral
And
think
they kind of do that on the show anyway. So eventually, sometimes they do have a cutoff if they're like, yeah, this isn't working. Boop, you guys are done. All right. So
But before we start, I just do want to reiterate, you have to say actually before
You
you
do.
talk, or you do not get the point, even if you're right.
it is very much like Jeopardy, where you have to say it in the form of a question kind of situation to get the points. Here, you do have to say actually, and my requirement as your game master is you have to do it in the most annoying, nerdy sound you possibly can.
Okay.
Actually,
So what I decided to do was I made a couple of my own. I also found a few that was on the official Dropout Discord that people were doing to each other. And I also found a few that were actually on questions that were on the show. And I made sure that it was specifically to a lot of our interests here. So it could be a Xeno interest. It could be a Coco interest. I was just assuming it was going to be the two of us. So hopefully some of these are Gaz's interests as well. But
If
there is
not, I'm just
one
here
or
for the
two
ride.
E interests in here as well. So we're going to go ahead and start off with a very, what I think is probably going to be easy for everybody in here. So make sure that you have your buzzers ready. We will have the person say their actually after the question is read. So you can buzz in while I'm reading it. Once you catch the error, you just can't say your actually until after the statement is read. All right. Sora, Donald, and Goofy have different combo attacks that they can employ in their battles throughout the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Sora and Donald can attack using fireworks or using Donald Duck as a makeshift bowling ball. Goofy can engage with Sora doing a spinning attack. All three can come together and use Goofy as a battering ram. Xeno.
Go on.
Actually, Donald cannot turn into a bowling ball.
That is correct. 1 point towards Zinebro.
Zeno, how early into that question did you hit the button?
Really early.
Like before it even got to the lie?
Yeah.
No,
Before I even got to the lie.
You motherfucker. I waited until I knew what the lie was.
Well, actually,
If you know you're gonna know, you can buzz in.
I'm gonna go slip my
thought
wrist.
He said Goofy for the fireworks at first, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buzz in." And then I was like, "Shit, no, he did say Donald." Well, fuck it, I'm gonna just roll with it now.
For an extra point, Xeno, which character can be rolled like a bowling ball in the Kingdom Hearts franchise?
Let me think here. Rolled like a bowling ball. Fuck, I don't know.
All right, Coco or Gaz, buzz in if you definitely know it.
Do I have to buzz in if I'm gonna guess?
Yeah.
I don't know it, so
Coco.
Is it just Goofy? Like doesn't
It
he?
is not.
I was like, I
Goofy.
swear he does
I was gonna
something.
say I don't think it's Goofy.
Gaz, do you have a guess for a point?
I really don't.
It was Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
remember
fuck.
that.
I never used the Mike Mazowski.
So yeah, in Kingdom Hearts 3, you can roll Mike like a bowling ball or like one of your group like combos you can
Oh,
do.
yeah, you fucking all the
That
enemies
makes
line
sense.
up and then you strike them down.
Correct.
I never finished Kingdom Hearts 3.
I've only played Kingdom Hearts 3 once because it was such a disappointment.
I figured
Yeah,
Coco would've
literally,
gotten that
I
one.
waited years and years, and then I played it for an hour, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just watch somebody else play it. This sucks.
I still had a good time, but not as good of
Yeah.
a time as I thought I was going to have.
Yeah, I had a
Exactly.
good time, but it was like it was over, and I was like, okay, guess this saga is done now.
Yeah, and like, and I get it. They're going to be doing like a whole new kind of saga with it,
Yeah.
but I was truly hoping for something more.
Yeah,
And I
was,
didn't
too.
get that more I was hoping for.
It's like Kingdom Hearts 2
Yeah.
was so much better.
Did you know the drive mechanic was supposed to be in Kingdom Hearts 1?
really?
Yes, I
Yep.
did hear about
It
that.
was supposed to be in Kingdom Hearts 1, but they couldn't finish it before they had to print all the discs. So they moved it to Kingdom Hearts 2. Could you
Nice.
imagine what Kingdom Hearts would have been if it had the drive mechanic?
I think it would have been way different than what it was, but in also
If
a
Kingdom
sense,
Hearts
I'm
1
kinda
had the
glad
drive
they
mechanic,
went
would
for a
everybody
different
think
one.
of Kingdom Hearts 2 as good as it is? Or would
I'm
they have
gonna
just
say
expected
no.
way more?
They probably would have expected more, and I don't think they would have delivered.
I don't
Is
know. The
my
story
thing.
of 2 was still really good.
It was. Like, I'm not knocking on it. I just think it definitely would have been really different.
I loved Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, me too.
It was
Like
It's
the
great.
drive
It is a
mechanic doesn't
fantastic
factor into why I like Kingdom Hearts so much. I think so.
Same. I mean, I originally got into it just because I was like, I knew some of the characters of the game because Disney, and I
Mhm.
also liked Final Fantasy. So I was like, oh, these two things together. And then I fell in love with the game.
Hey,
Yeah,
Lil
those-
says you're a bitch and that he loves you.
Oh, I'll
that's cute.
tell him I love him too. Oh, I need to reply back to him. He sent me a message checking in with me today, but I never replied back because ADHD and he messaged me when I was at work.
Uh,
All right, moving on before ADHD happens even more here.
That's the name of this podcast.
It is.
Yes, you're not wrong. So I reached out to a particular streamer to have a question on this list. And this one comes from DeBolt the Bear, who does not listen to this podcast.
Actually, he's really stinky.
Actually,
You might want to reset my buzzer. I did that for the joke.
All right. His statement is the anime Cowboy Bebop, based on the popular manga of the same name, follows the adventures of a bounty hunter crew traveling on the Bebop, their spaceship. All right, and that is Coco.
Actually, it's probably not called the Bebop.
That is incorrect. It is actually
I have no idea.
Bebop.
That was my only thing I had going.
Gaz, you rang in second. You can steal.
Actually, will you repeat the question real quick?
I most certainly can.
Because I had the same answer as him, so I'm going to see if I can come up with something better.
The anime Cowboy Bebop, based on the popular manga of the same name, follows the adventures of a bounty hunter crew traveling on the Bebop, their spaceship.
Actually, it wasn't a manga first.
That is correct. Point to
Let's
Gaz.
go.
Yes, it started off as an anime and eventually got its own manga spinoff, which kind of had like different little adventures aside from what was shown in the anime.
Isn't that like the Bolt's favorite anime?
It is his absolute favorite anime of all time.
He's like the only person I know that's like that.
A lot of people like Cowboy Bebop.
Well, remember, I don't know a lot of people, Gaz.
It's also an older anime, so a lot of people liked it. Like
it was a joke about how I don't have any friends.
Oh,
you have friends, you nerd.
You have more people invited to our wedding than I do, so there's that.
Most of them are racist family members.
I mean, you have more friends invited than I do.
Racist friends are still friends.
I guess hey, wait, where's he at? Holy fuck, Marky.
Oh,
it's
Marky.
Marky.
There's no way nobody else heard that.
Wait, hang on. I think he's trying to say something Morse code.
I think
You
that's
did
an
not
SOS.
just spell the N-word.
No, I just hit the button randomly.
Yeah.
But I think Murky did.
Maybe that's what
I
happened.
know. That's what
That was the joke.
was.
Yeah.
You didn't catch that.
I'm autistic, remember?
This
No,
is an
you're just an
autistic after dark, dude.
overachiever.
No, I'm autistic.
You haven't been diagnosed yet.
That was a pretty close diagnosis to me right there.
True.
Okay.
All right, so our next one. In the original Crash Bandicoot, Crash can gain a new life by breaking a 1-up box or by collecting 100 mangoes. Coco.
Actually, there isn't a 1-up box.
That is incorrect.
Damn
there
it.
are 1-up boxes. Gaz.
Actually, the fruit isn't mangoes.
I will give you half a point, but I can give you the
fucking
rest of it if
Christ,
you
I
can tell
know
me
it.
what the name of the fruit is.
I know it. I think. I'm probably wrong.
Actually, are they crash fruits?
They are not crash fruits.
Damn.
Coco, can you get the other half?
Do I have to say actually for this part?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Always.
Oh,
And in
no.
the annoying voice.
Actually, they're apples, I think.
They are not
Damn it.
apples.
Ooh, I
Zeno,
thought they were
do you
apples
have
as
any
well.
kind
I
of
kind of
guess?
thought they were apples too.
I'm gonna say
I can picture the fruit in my brain. I couldn't tell you what it's fucking called now.
In my head, they honestly look like a mix between an apple and a mango. So
They kind
Yeah,
of
that
I
was
was
just
gonna
a
say
shot
like
in the
a
dark.
mango.
Well,
or
let's just
peach.
call it an ango or a maple.
Actually, is it actually a fruit or is it a made up fruit?
It's a made up fruit.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
it's a made-up fruit?
crash berry?
It is not. It is a Wumpa fruit.
Yeah, I wasn't
Wampa
getting that.
fruit. Yeah.
That was a Wumpa fruit.
Actually,
I always thought there were mangoes for the longest time until I remember as a kid reading the instructions for, I think it was like the third game that like said they were Wumpa fruits, and I was like, oh, they're not mangoes?
You're not a mango.
They didn't get the trademark for mangoes.
All right, let me go ahead and reset buzzers because I feel like it's going to be an absolute scramble for this next one. I see that, Gaz.
What happened?
She buzzed in.
I did
Oh.
not.
Oh.
But if you type anything, he instantly sees it.
I can see whatever you're typing.
Oh.
All
Do
right.
we have to type actually if we're buzzing in with it?
No.
I was
Thank
gonna say, if I
Christ.
have to
If
type
we have to
something,
type
I'm
it in,
not
you do
typing
not
that.
put it on actually.
Does it have to be grammatically correct or like spelled right? Because I will make
I'm-
so many errors trying to type something out super quick.
If I'm trying to type something quick, it's gonna be bad.
I'm off the clock from my job. I
You
give a shit
you
about
do
grammar.
not give us any leeway most of the time, Mister.
Just
fix
because
it.
I want to be a dick.
Fix it.
Eevee, the 133rd Pokemon, can evolve into a Vaporeon, Electrion, Flareon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, and a Sylveon. Ooh, that was some heavy hits, but Gaz rang in first.
All right, repeat the question.
No. Don't let her. No. I already know
Answer
what's
the
wrong.
question,
Nothing
Gaz.
that
If
says
you
you can't
don't,
repeat it.
no, I already know what's wrong. If
I know it's wrong too.
Oh,
I know the answer.
Actually, it's not
There
Electrion.
you go.
It's Jolteon.
You can't
That
be
is
like buzz it,
correct.
repeat the question. Fuck
Was that
you.
was that an annoying voice though? I don't think it was. Maybe that's like half points.
I want you to actually suck my dick.
It was pretty annoying that she asked him to repeat the question.
Yeah, so there you go.
What is this? Me and
I
Zeno
don't
both.
know why in my head I was like, I don't know this. Even when
Me
you
and
said it, I
Zeno,
was like,
me
"She
and
didn't
Zeno were
pronounce
like,
that
no,
right."
you don't get a repeat. We both have our answer. You can't ask for a repeat of the question.
Beautifully done. So we have one more question before we go to our first type in the answer round. So our next question, we're going with a slightly harder one for you guys.
Hey, don't
In
forget
L.
to reset
Frank
my
Baum.
Hey,
buzzer.
wait, reset the buzzer.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Thank you for catching that. Boop,
So do
boop.
we have to buzz in and then type it in?
Not
No.
this round.
Different one.
Not this round.
In L. Frank Baum's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Dorothy acquires a pair of ruby slippers after accidentally killing the Wicked Witch of the East. These slippers are ultimately the method by which she returns to Kansas. Coco.
Actually, it's the Wicked Witch of the West. She melted the Witch of the East.
That is incorrect.
Damn
is
it.
backwards. Zenebro.
I don't fucking know. I had the same.
Oh, you also
All right.
thought it was west instead of east?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need you to repeat the question since they fucked up.
All right. In L. Frank Baum's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Dorothy acquires a pair of ruby slippers after accidentally killing the Wicked Witch of the East. These slippers are ultimately the method by which she returns to Kansas.
I'm actually the Wizard of Oz was not by L. Frank Baum.
I know what to say.
That is
now.
incorrect. He
I know what to
was
say.
the original
I know what to say.
author.
Give me a chance.
All right, Coco, let's hear it.
Actually, she didn't kill the witch. The house did.
I mean, I'm going to give you half a point
Yeah,
because you're
I mean,
not
The house was
wrong.
the utensil by which she was killed,
but
but it
she
was
didn't do
Dorothy's
it.
house.
She didn't do it. She was just in there, and a tornado fucking threw the house on the witch.
Actually, she was charged with manslaughter, not murder.
Can I give it another go?
Yeah, Zimbro, let's hear it.
Actually, she just woke up from a nap, and it wasn't the slippers.
That is not what we're looking for. We're looking for something more color related.
Oh fuck, I don't know.
I
You
have
say
no.
ruby slippers?
Yeah,
Coco.
that's correct.
Actually, it wasn't ruby slippers.
What
but it
were
is
they?
ruby.
I have no fucking clue.
They're ruby slippers. That's a fact.
I'm gonna say red. They were red.
We're looking more for a material color.
What? Denim.
Actually, they were crystal ruby slippers.
You're starting to get on the right track, but that's still incorrect.
Ruby red slippers.
I think the players need to revolt
Actually,
at
they
this
were
point.
ruby red slippers.
So we have Pokemon red, blue, yellow, then
Actually, they were gold slippers.
getting warmer.
Somebody just say the next two things in
actually,
line.
they were silver slippers.
You got it there, Zine, bro.
I'm
We're
sorry.
going to give you half a point for
What?
that one.
Were they silver slippers?
Not in the movie.
In the
He
original
said the
book,
book. He said the book.
they
Fuck the
were
book.
Ah.
But I do
know
like
what?
that I got
You
half a
just-
point
know that.
because of his question. Holy shit!
Oh, Marky. Whoa. Whoa.
Jesus.
And
All right.
you can.
Whoa. Okay, Marky Jr. Whoa.
Okay, Marky Jr.
You've been
I like
hanging out
how
with
I
Coco's
called
family
out
a little
E's
too
like
long.
one fucking flaw in the question was that he said
You
Dorothy
probably could have just
accidentally
been
killed.
like, "Oh, they were a different
witch.
color in the book." That probably would have been like, "Oh, I'll stop guessing fucking red."
Well, that's why the author's name was listed there instead of MGM version.
Bro, I don't read books. Books are garbage.
We
Fuck
are going on to our first picture round. Contestants, how this works. You must type in your answer before you hit the buzzer. The first person to buzz in gets to answer. Try to at least finish out your answers to try to get the steal if the person is wrong. I'm going to be putting a picture in the voice channel chat.
Oh God, hang on.
God,
I
I have to open that then. Is it the one that we were in before in the upper right?
Oh. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Let me just get the right photo here. Boop.
Well, everybody's gonna see our personal ADHD After Dark Discord chats if I decide to upload this to the Fansly, which includes me and E smiling on top of
Zeno's
crazy
dick
fucking nipple.
again.
Again. Oh, here it is.
Here, let me enlarge. What happens if I click? Where did it go? Where did it
It's
go
like
if I click
Con
that?
My Joe,
Oh,
you
there
know,
it
where did it
goes.
come from? Where did it go?
Let me just enlarge his dick right there.
All right. So before I show the picture, there are shiny Pokemon and non-shiny Pokemon in this
I'm
photo.
down.
You must tell me which Pokemon are not shiny.
This better not be the
So we
ones that
gotta
look
type our
exactly the
answer
same.
first?
Bro, I can't even see what's in
Are
that
not
photo.
shiny?
You are looking for the ones that are not shiny.
Bro, it's hang on. It's slowly loading. Oh no, it's Discord's broken. Oh no, I can't see it. It's all broken.
Uh-oh.
Dude, what is wrong, Discord?
Oh. All right.
I'm not even typing it out
Zero.
because I didn't even have a chance to fucking
Oh,
see the
shit, I
picture. It just loaded.
Fucking forgot one.
All right.
Are you
so
looking for which
you-
ones aren't shiny? Sorry, I'm just
yes,
getting
you're
to that
looking
point.
for which ones are not shiny. So Zeno has listed Squirtle, Girafarig, Seal, and nope, you are correcting yourself there. So that's why it keeps putting me to the top. Ooh,
I buzzed in.
All right.
He can't change his answer.
Squirtle, Girafarig, Seal, Scissor, and Eradicate. That is incorrect. You did have some of them, but you didn't have most of them. All right, going on over to Gaz. Gaz has Squirtle, Scissor, Eradicate, Girafarig, Seal, and Meowth. That is also incorrect. Coco has Scizor, Squirtle, Girafarig, Seal, Meowth, Eradicate. That is incorrect. To help you guys out, there's only 4 non-shinies in here.
Oh, really?
All right, I can't re-buzz in.
Whoop.
Well,
All
I'm going
right,
with that.
Gaz rang in. We have Scizor, Eradicate, Girafarig, and Seal. Gaz gets the 2 points for this round.
What were they?
It was Scizor,
Squirtle shiny is so
Girafarig,
fucking stupid,
Seal,
bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, let me get back there.
shiny Squirtle looks real similar to regular Squirtle.
It does. It looks really, really similar, but it's Scizor, Raticate, Girafarig, and Seal in that photo.
Meowth it has pinker paws, right?
I know. I was
Yeah, it has
like,
pinker paws
Meowth.
and
I was
pinker
like
tail.
on the fence, and after Xeno got it wrong, I was like, Meowth is normal.
Dude, it took that image like 7 years to load for me. So whenever Zeno put his answer in, my image was still loading.
I was just looking at the small image.
That image didn't even load for me.
Sucks to
What's
suck.
wrong with your computer?
Sucks to suck.
Recording, trying to do
nerd.
a bunch of stuff at the same time. I'm the one that keeps this fucking podcast afloat.
He's not
I love
wrong.
how E was like, I hope Gaz is going to know some of this stuff. I'm winning, by the way.
Gaz is currently winning right now. Our current standings are Zenbro with 1.5 points, Gaz leading with 4.5, and Coco bringing up the rear with half a point.
Yeah.
All right, let me just make sure I reset the buzzers before I get yelled at. Okay, moving back on. I feel like Coco needs to make sure he has this buzzer ready because I made this question specifically for him. In Game of Thrones, Hodor's parents named him Hodor to honor a famously wise master of the North. Oh, Gaz.
Actually, his name isn't Hodor. People call him Hodor because that's the only word he can say because his brain got all jumbled up by the Raven because
Just
when
reset the
they
buzzers,
were
Eve.
fucking
Just
around with
give her
his
points.
brain, he kept saying hold the door, they were saying hold the door, and it's the only thing he can remember how to say, but his brain was fucked up and now it's Hodor.
Now, I will give you an extra half a point if you can tell
If I
me
can tell what
Hodor's
his
real
name
name.
is. I do not remember that.
Coco, can you tell me?
Fucking.
I even read the book.
I
by the way.
don't even know. I don't even
remember
know
it.
what his name is, but I'm just gonna say it was like John or something stupid like that.
No, it's somewhat of a more British
Bro,
name.
I just know Toast.
No.
Is it crazy?
Zingbro, do you have an answer?
No, I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Balder.
Balder. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
Balder was his name.
Baldur's Gate.
They only probably it probably mentions his name like 2 times in the show.
At
Because
most, I
everything
would
else was
imagine.
Hodor. Like it was only in that flashback where they showed him like slowly becoming insane and just started only saying Hodor, but that they were calling him by his real name. But I would have never remembered that.
All right, next one. Boop, boop, boop. This one we got from the Man of Matt.
Oh, this is,
no. I'm not going to know this. It's going to be Destiny. It's just a thought.
yeah, so it's related to Xeno.
You know, monsters, they're pretty scary. Everybody kind of has a few that they're afraid of. And oftentimes, if you look back at historical monsters, they're just 2 or 3 different monsters that they slap together because humans were afraid of a lot of things. Well, in Dungeons and Dragons and their monster manual, they feature a lot of monsters that are very similar to that, including owlbears, duck bunnies, skunk cows, and spider horses. Coco.
Actually, duck bunnies isn't a real thing.
I'm sorry to say, duck bunnies are a real
That
thing.
was my exact
one of
thought.
those is
I was
incorrect.
like, a duck bunny?
One of those is incorrect. Good luck.
What were they again?
So you have the owlbears, duck bunnies, skunk cows, and spider horses.
I haven't.
Xeno.
Actually, spider horses are not real.
Actually, spider horses are a real thing in Dungeons and Dragons. So, Gaz,
There's only one more option.
Actually, skunk cows are not real.
that is correct. Skunk cows are not a real monster in the Dungeons and Dragons
Let's
monster
go.
manual.
Winning because everybody else gets.
Matt did
Batman,
say
your
that
question sucked.
there are other creatures that are named very similar, but a skunk cow is more of a homebrew monster than it is anything else.
Bro, you're acting like we knew that what any of those were before, besides the fucking owlbear, dude.
Not a one.
I thought
Duck
it was going to be a
bunnies?
ghosts are
Nope.
weird.
The only reason I
thing.
know the fucking owlbear's a thing is because when we play Baldur's Gate, Mattman always wants to save the fucking owlbear child. Or whatever the
Yes.
fuck it is.
Yes, he does.
That's the only reason I
assumed
know why
owl
that's a thing.
bears were real because they refer to a lot in WoW.
Wow.
Moonkins.
All right, here's one that I feel like all three of you are going to be spamming on the buzzer for.
Make
Let me
I
just
might,
sure
make
we
I
sure
might as
it's
well
set.
fucking pet Jiraiya because I'm gonna be last in the game like always.
I mean,
Throw.
sometimes you get it right if you're last.
Yeah, that's true. Throughout the entire Kingdom Hearts series, you travel to the world of mini. Sorry, somebody just buzzed in.
Yeah,
and
I'm
it
just
kinda
buzzing in
threw
and
me off.
preemptively because fuck everybody else.
Okay. Throughout the Kingdom Hearts series, you can travel to the many different Disney properties, none more frequently than the Olympus Coliseum, based on the 1997 film Hercules. Although many of the different worlds allow extra characters to enter your party, such as Tarzan, Jack Sparrow, and even Mike Wazowski, it isn't until Kingdom Hearts 3 that you can actually get an extra party member in the Olympus Coliseum, when Hercules himself finally joins in your party. Coco.
Actually, you could get extra party members in Chain of Memories because of the cards.
That is incorrect. He's
But-
more considered a
but-
cool there than a party member in Chain of Memories. Zeno.
Actually, Hercules could join your party in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
He doesn't really.
You're wrong.
Like he
That's what he's
does,
saying.
but he doesn't. However, there was a property that came out earlier.
Oh,
Gaz.
motherfucker.
Actually, Hercules joins your party in Kingdom Hearts 2.
No.
It was.
I know it. I know it now.
I think I might know it now, too.
Yeah, I know it now.
I had a thought that wasn't that, but go
We're
ahead.
gonna let the buzzer help. Zeno, just by a hair of a second.
Actually, was he able to join your party in Dream Drop Distance?
I'm sorry, but that is incorrect. Coco.
Actually, is everybody forgetting about the underworld part of the Colosseum where you can get, I don't remember what's his name, but like he was being controlled by
Yeah,
Hades. Yeah, Orin. Yeah. You could get him in Kingdom Hearts 2, actually.
That's what we were looking for. That is.
How do we all
correct.
fucking forget about that? We're dumb as fuck.
I've only played Kingdom Hearts all the way through 1.
Dude, it's
Was
Kingdom
it
Hearts
that
2.
you could get Orin, or
I
Yeah,
meant number
Orin
2. I've
was
played
the
Kingdom
first-
Hearts 1 more
Yeah,
than
we
once.
all fucking locked
I
in
was
on
focused
Hercules.
on Hercules?
We were
yeah.
all locked
I
in on
almost
Hercules.
said
Hercules
that
was the
Cloud
red
joins your
herring.
party at part in Kingdom
We
Hearts
were all
1,
locked in
'cause I
on
thought he
Hercules
does.
and above the underground, the underworld,
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Like, I knew Orin was in it, but I was just focused on Hercules joining.
Because
the
I
party.
don't think of anything but the Colosseum besides just to fucking do all of the fucking battle rounds and just
Right.
fight things. I completely forget that, like in Kingdom Hearts 2, that they added a story there and then had the Hercules Cup.
Right. Yeah. It was just kind of, hey, here's your prize. You get the Coliseum back. Gabagool. All right. So we are going into another picture round. So hopefully Coco's whole thing doesn't bork. This one, you do not need to type in. You just need to tell me, what does everything in that picture share? So there is something that they all have in common.
You said we don't have to type in?
You do not have to type this one in. Here is your picture. There's one thing in particular they all share. They all did something very similar. Gaz.
They're all musical art. Actually, they're all musical artists.
Well, that is true. We're looking for something a little bit more specific.
Well,
Let's-
actually, you weren't that specific, and I should get half a point.
Actually, you're not
Coco.
using a very annoying voice this entire time. I
That's
think.
literally my voice when I'm trying to be annoying. I'm sorry.
Actually, they're all lead singers.
Technically,
Daft Punk
Daft
doesn't
Punk doesn't
I
really.
have no idea. My
They're
guess was the
both-
same as
yeah,
Gaz,
it's
and I had to
the
come
same.
up with something.
Yeah.
Zimbro.
Let me see. Sorry, I had an ADHD moment. I'm sending Marky a game that I just came across.
Xeno's cheating. He's using his phone.
Suggested. I'm not using my phone. My phone's in front of me. I don't know who that last guy is.
I don't either. He looks familiar.
He looks like fucking Tom Hardy.
So those are, I'm trying to find them in my notes here. So going from top left to bottom right, we have Daft Punk. We have The Weeknd, Dua Lipa, Linkin Park, Porter Robinson, and Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah, I don't know the last two.
Can I guess?
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Zimbro hasn't. You don't have anything. Your hint for this next round of buzzins is it's something visually that they've done.
Visually?
Visually. Coco.
They've all made music videos.
You're on the absolute right track, but it was something they did with those music videos.
No,
They put it on YouTube.
Think about styles. I'm trying to think of how to.
You're outside of my realm of knowledge. I'm not getting this at this point.
Actually, they've all had anime music videos.
Gas for the point. They have all
Really?
had anime music videos.
yeah. I was just as soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, Daft Punk and Linkin Park absolutely.
I was like,
have.
I know
Didn't know
Daft
that.
Punk
The
had
Weeknd
one.
had.
Didn't know that. Didn't know any of them had
Yeah.
anime music videos.
I did know that.
God.
Damn,
They
that's
have
so
all
good at this
had
game.
anime music videos in one form or another.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Damn it.
Pipe layer. As I open up
Pipe layer.
your fucking dick pic.
All right. So this next one is a little bit of a long one, so make sure to buckle yourself in.
I hope the lies in the first 5 seconds.
That'd be funny, so we just forget.
On June 30th, 1995, Mighty Morphin
That's the
Power
lie.
Rangers the movie,
I'm not
or
buzzing
just known as Power Rangers the movie, introduces Ivan Ooze, the Ninjetti, and the Ninja Zords. Differing from the original TV airing of the show, it has Angel Grove hold a charity event to save the local conservatory in time for the arrival of Halley's Comet. Meanwhile, a construction site accidentally finds a large egg which is holding the evil Ivan Ooze. When the Rangers investigate the site during the night, Ivan has already been freed by Rita, Lord Zed, alongside with Goldar and Mordaunt. During their fight with the Ooze Men,
It's still
the
going?
command center has been destroyed, having the Rangers teleport to Phaedos to obtain the great power in the hope that it would restore their Ranger status. All right, Zimbro.
Good luck. He buzzed in, didn't even have his fucking answer.
And there's so much that I'm like,
I gotta make sure there's no dead
don't wanna
space
say
in the
the wrong
podcast. Well, I mean, we're all gonna I'm judging you that you don't have the answer right now. It's too late. The judging has already happened.
Yeah,
Do you know,
we're
Coco?
hardcore judging him.
We also can't have ADHD after dark be quiet for
it's
too
like
long.
I thought I had it, and then you said something else that I was like, I don't think that's right either.
Oh, gotta give me one of those.
We gotta have a time limit on this at this point, right?
Actually, it wasn't Rita and Zed that freed Ivan Ooze.
I'm sorry, but they did free him. Coco!
Actually, it wasn't Hades' Comet.
Which comet was it?
Actually, I have no idea. was I on the right track?
I'm gonna give you the
No
point because
fucking
this one's gonna
way!
be hard. It was not Haley's comet. That now puts Coco in second place.
Wow,
But I
Zeno.
will give happy point to anybody who can buzz in and tell me the correct comet.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
I have no idea. I was going to give an answer that would have been completely wrong because I don't
It is-
remember much about Power Rangers.
It's a regular white guy name.
That's fucking not gonna be.
Kyle.
I don't know.
Is
I
not
don't
Kyle.
know comet names.
John's Comet.
Is it like a real comet?
I
Or is it a-
believe it
is
is.
it a
I'm gonna
fake
double
one?
check.
Because if
Harold's Comet.
it's because
It is a fake comet that was made just for the movie.
Well, then I'm
apparently.
not
I'm
gonna
never going to get it.
get it right. You might as well just Just tell us what the name starts
It's
with.
Ryan's comment.
Ryan, yeah, I was never gonna get. I cannot fucking believe I randomly picked out. I'm gonna say it was the comment. As soon as you said Haley's comment, I was like, I'm just gonna buzz it and say that was the incorrect piece.
I'm so glad you got it.
That's when I guess Zeno buzzed it at the start because I buzzed
He
it
was just like, Power Rangers?
as soon as you said Haley's comment. I buzzed in and I was like, that seems
was literally
oddly specific.
Other than him saying Power Rangers, the only thing I recognized from that was like a couple words that I remember from joysticks fucking playing fucking the
Power
thing.
Ranger,
And then
yeah.
also you were like, Haley's comment. And I was like, that's a word I know.
Hey, I understood that reference.
Man, I can't believe that I randomly stumbled. That was the long one too.
That was the longest one that we have. So no,
I was
worries.
overthinking it so hard when you said his like.
Yeah, I saw your face
enemies,
change
I was
when he
like,
started
no,
saying. You
it
were
was
like,
the
wait.
Tengu that they fought, and I was like, no, it wasn't the Tengu at first. It was the fucking ooze bitches.
My
It
answer
was.
was going to be like the
The
first
comment
Power Ranger movie was
straight
the
missed you.
Christmas special. Because that's the only movie from Power Rangers we had was the Christmas special. So I was like, I feel like it was a Christmas special.
It might have been,
Yeah.
but like that movie was called Power Rangers, the first movie.
Yeah. Well, the first movie was actually the Christmas special.
Actually,
Actually.
So, today, whenever we picture Dracula, we kind of relay him back to Bela Lugosi, kind of a pale,
Who?
slicked hair, very well-dressed man
Oh.
with sharp incisors and a red silk cape.
yeah.
However, in Bram Stoker's original book, Dracula, he is described as looking much more like the vampire's appearance in Nosferatu, an ugly rat-toothed looking man with gnarled fingers and pointy ears.
Now?
Coco.
No.
Actually, he wasn't a rat man.
You be a little more specific.
He
for
was.
me.
He looked like a bat. Actually.
I am sorry, but no, Gaz.
Didn't know what to fucking say.
Actually, he wasn't described as having pointed ears.
Can you give me a little bit more to go with?
Sounds like you got a half a point.
Not really.
Not really.
I was just thinking he's still freaky looking, but he didn't have pointed ears.
Well,
Actually, he was described as not having ears at all.
no, he has ears. He has ears.
That's incredible. Actually, he has a hearing disorder. He's got these cochlear
He
implants.
communicated and found his prey by sonar exclusively.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, he has
had
a
no
radio
ears.
antenna for ears.
Actually, he used his
Why
snarly
is my
rat teeth.
actually just a drunk person?
Actually, he used his dick to communicate.
Actually, no,
I
I do
forgot
that.
the prompt at this point.
Some
ADHD
fucking
working
Dracula
memory is
rat
gone.
Fucking teeth.
Actually, it's not the Nostradamus guy that you
Actually,
mentioned.
was he sexy all the time?
I'm gonna give the point to Gaz for that.
Wait,
Because
what
in
did
the
she even
original
say?
novel, he is described as being a tall, older man, clean shaven, except for a white mustache, and head to toe, he is very clean without a speck of color other than black.
Understand. Sexy the whole time.
Exactly, an
The reason his
older sexy
mustache
man.
is
Yeah,
white 'cause it got bleached by puss.
what they call the silver fox.
Bleached by a puss.
No, by puss. No, you didn't know that? Pussy will bleach your beard.
Yeah,
No
I have
shit.
heard that.
Son of a bitch.
Guess I should stop going down there.
No, you keep going down. You do that for America.
Yeah.
America's not going to be here in fucking 6 months.
You're
This
not
marriage
wrong,
is
but
gonna
still,
be
you do that for America.
America
All right.
was lost fucking 100 years ago, Coco.
Yeah, how so?
And then
There was only a
lives
couple
took
of things
over
that
the
happened over
country.
100 years ago.
All of the things. Actually, it was never actually that great, I think.
Installments of the
Okay.
Final Fantasy franchise
Free the
tend to
buzzer.
be standalone games that
Free
don't
the
really
buzzer.
connect to.
I didn't hear anything that you
Okay,
just
I'll
said.
restart.
Because I was like, free the buzzer.
Installments of the Final Fantasy franchise tend to be standalone games and don't really connect to much else unless they have a direct sequel, and each involve different characters and settings. However, certain specifics reoccur across the entire series. Since Final Fantasy II, every game has featured or depicted chocobos, moogles, or a character named Sid. Coco.
Actually, Sid's been in every game.
That's what he said.
That's what
He said Final Fantasy 2.
What?
He said since Final Fantasy 2.
Oh,
So I'm saying
Was that
Sid's
right?
also in Final Fantasy 1.
It's
He's checking right now to make
I'll
sure
give
he's
him-
he's not. He's checking right now to make
he's
sure.
like, God damn.
He's
it."
like, God damn it, he found the hole again.
he found one of the incorrect things about it. So he does.
Did you know
get
it was one of the
points.
incorrect things about it?
Yeah, did you know it was incorrect?
Well, let's see if Gaz knows the other incorrect thing.
I don't know what the
Yeah.
other one was.
Actually, I think Coco deserves 2 points.
Actually, it is Gaz's turn.
I was gonna say, actually, a couple of the games that aren't direct sequels have some of the same characters in them.
I'll give you half a point for that one, but that's not really what we were looking for with this one.
Okay, but I'm right.
Zine Bro, do
Just
you
like-
have
just like
any
I was
knowledge
right.
what the other point is?
What?
Just like I was
Fuck
right
no.
too.
Yeah.
Actually, Chocobos didn't come until Final Fantasy 3. Say that.
Actually,
That might be right,
Looks like
actually.
there was more than one thing wrong with this sentence, so I also deserve some points.
Coco, I'm giving you the point because Moogles and Chocobos did not appear until Final Fantasy 3.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what
my
I
god, you literally got it!
That's what I thought, but he also said Sid, and I was like, both of those are wrong.
I had 2 incorrect prompts in there.
I
Why
also
did
don't
you
know
get
why I
the
randomly
point?
know that. Like,
And also,
I have no idea.
Actually, Kingdom Hearts is canonically part of the Final Fantasy franchise, and many characters from many of the games showed up in Kingdom
Technically,
Hearts.
it's within Toy Story's canon. Like,
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Pixar
Kingdom
specifically
Hearts
said
is
that,
in Toy
like,
Story's
if you
canon.
want to use this property, it has to be like within their world because everything we do is canon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Kingdom Hearts is canon to Toy Story.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. I have no idea how I randomly know the fact that Chocobos didn't come until Final Fantasy 3, but I just
You
know
pulled
it.
that out of somewhere.
I just know it for some fucking reason.
That's the autism.
Yeah, I
It
I
is,
don't even know
yeah.
where I heard it from. I never played Final Fantasy 3. The first Final Fantasy game I played was 15 or 13. I feel
But
like
you
this
know
had to
what?
be
You still did
mentioned
good.
sometime by E. I feel like E had to have brought it up and it just like stuck in my brain.
It's a very high possibility with my level of just like, oh, I know something and I need to share with
His
you.
Zeno's like, I feel like there are a lot of things wrong with this question, so I should get some points too.
Actually, there were multiple things wrong.
The minute I
And
said the
actually,
Sid one, E had to go
also
look it
said
up
that
to
the
make sure.
characters-
No, I
Actually, the
knew.
character-
I knew it was just more.
Son of a bitch.
I was like, oh, that wasn't the thing I was expecting you to get first. So it just
it
kind of.
was the first thing you said in the sentence, and that's what I picked up on.
Actually, I have another thing.
Okay.
Actually, you also said that the characters didn't reappear, except in their direct sequels. Final Fantasy VII was recently remade, so
Actually, Final Fantasy Desto Duum had all the Final Fantasy characters in it.
Actually, there was also Crisis Core.
actually, do any of the characters show up in Chocobo Racing?
Actually, I think they do.
I think for E's sake, we should probably go to the next question. I think he's on the verge of suicide at this moment. Why? I don't know why we decided to tear this question apart.
Just the Final Fantasy question.
Just that one, none other.
That is the autism right there. I said Crisis Core and Xeno fucking lost. Isn't the whole premise of that game like fucking characters from all the Final Fantasy universes and shit?
No, Crisis
No,
Core
that's
was about
Dissidia.
Zack.
Dissidia.
Dissidia.
Yeah, Dissidia.
Yeah,
That's
same
what they're
thing.
doing. Yeah. Crisis Core had Zack in it, which was also in
Yeah, Zach
Final
was the
Fantasy
primary
VII.
character.
Yeah. Man, that's
So
points for everybody. Next question.
That was not a
Canonically,
direct
his
sequel
name
either.
is not Leon.
It is
actually his name is Squall.
Yep, there you go.
aired as what is now known as the Lost episode. The original pilot for Day of the Dumpster had a few differences compared to what we know today for the Power Rangers. The original cast is present. We instead get a bowling alley instead of Ernie's juice bar. Zordon is called Zoltar, and the Power Morphers were originally called Transmorphers. Coco.
Actually, there wasn't a pilot episode.
There was.
It was indeed
Definitely
a
was
pilot episode.
That was a joke.
I
The
know.
prank, bro.
You tried. You tried. I appreciate you. Does anybody else have a guess?
I'll be honest. I was
Yes.
not paying attention.
Actually, didn't we also have different characters that played a couple of the Rangers, which you definitely didn't mention?
I actually did. I said the original cast was present, but you are right. It was
You-
not the original cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original
so-
Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, I got it right. I was going to say there were
Yep.
some that were definitely not the same.
Yeah.
It was the Yellow Ranger specifically.
Yeah.
Trini was played by a different actress.
Yeah, I don't remember this
Yep.
person from the Christmas movie.
But everything
catch
else that
that.
was mentioned was.
Let's fucking
All right,
go.
so we're going
I'm
to
so bad at this. I'm good.
we're going to do another picture round, but this picture round is specifically for however many points you can get out of it. I'm going to show you a picture that has a bunch of different characters all throughout different medias. You need to tell me either the character's name or the property they came from for a point. You have a total of, let me just double check how many's on here.
Is this a typing one?
It is a typing one. You have a chance to
Gross.
get 12 points out of this.
That's
So
a lot
we
of points.
type and then buzz in.
Yep. So you type in all that you know, you buzz in, and everybody, as long as they have answers, gets points. Your buzz is just letting me know that you're done and you
Okay.
can't think of any
Oh.
more.
Cool. I was going to say, if we're all typing it, why do we
This
have to
one is
buzz
not
in?
a
That
race
makes
one. This
sense.
is, you are just putting in as many as you can.
Cool.
So again, you need to tell me character name or property they came from.
Okay.
So here we go. All right. So for our
Still
audio
buzzed
listeners,
Fuck.
we have 12 different snake
unbuzz me?
characters. I will unbuzz these nuts. There you go. So right now we got some people typing things in. So far,
I don't know
Zeno
most of
has
these.
3 things listed. Gaz has 4.
Did you know where all these snakes came from before?
Yes,
I only have 3 listed. One of them's just long.
that's fair. So
I don't know where
Um,
most of these are from.
Me
the one thing I
either.
find interesting is not a lot of people have put in the names of the snakes. I've been seeing a lot of where the
I have
properties
no
are.
idea what these names
Yeah, I know
are.
one name of one snake.
That's fair.
I feel like I know number 4,
Hey.
but I don't remember what the movie's called. I know who's in it.
You know who's in it? Who's in it?
Johnny Depp.
You're right. Johnny Depp does play the titular character.
I don't remember the name of the movie though.
I think I might have just remembered
it-
it because you said that.
Oh my god, I got the
Maybe
name
that.
right. I think.
Um,
Oh no, I can't enter anymore. There's a limit. I can't go further. I'm stuck.
Send it to me in a
I think that's all I
DM.
got.
Okay, hang on. I was just typing stuff out and I've run out of space. Let me try to do this in a DM then.
All right. So Zeno did ring in. I am going to go ahead and see how many that he has correct. So, Zeno, you only have one, two. You only have 3 correct.
Damn.
So we're going to give you those 3 points, bringing you up to 3.5 points. So we have our other contestants still typing
And mine are
things
probably
out.
wrong.
And I'm assuming Coco's probably switched over from entering in there to sending me the DM.
Yeah, I don't.
And same with probably Gaz. So,
Number
buzzed.
9's art
Oh, you
style
buzzed?
looks very familiar.
oh,
but
it
I
just
can't
didn't highlight
place
on
it.
my end. Okay, so Gaz, you have 4 correct.
That's my guess.
I'll take it.
All right, so that brings Gaz up to 14 whole points. If Coco wants to win this, he needs to at least get 10 of these correct.
Oh, it's
That
the
is
person that gets
not
most-
happening.
Wait, does that mean Zeno has 10?
No,
No, Zeno has 3.5.
you have 10 totals. What do you
Oh, is this the
Or-
last question?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying if Coco wants to get up to first place here, you would
Ooh.
need 10 of these correct.
Hang on, wait. Can I adjust number 2 then, since I DM'd it to you?
Sure.
Since I need 10 right. I have no idea how to spell this, so I'm just gonna assume that you understood what I mean there.
I do understand what you mean there.
All
right, so
yeah,
Coco,
I have nothing else. Go on. How many did I get right? I
You
know I
have
didn't get 10.
3 correct.
Damn it!
Bringing you up to 7 and a
Did I at least get number 4 right?
Number 4 you said was boop. You misspelt it, so I couldn't give it to you.
Well, okay. Well, I
Didn't
didn't know.
you say earlier that you weren't gonna?
Yeah, but it's a different movie is what he put in technically.
Oh,
I didn't even
Gotcha.
know that there was a different movie. You know which movie I was going for.
I do. But I'm going to have to technically be technical
Am I
about
still
it
last
because you
place?
put in I know
actually-
Zeno actually is last place.
Oh well, then fuck you, Zeno.
Mhm.
All right, starting off with number
So I was trying to get
1.
you the extra
That
points.
snake is Ka from the Jungle Book.
Okay, got
Mhm.
that
Let's
one
go.
right.
Mhm. Yeah.
In number 2, we have Juju from Princess and the Frog.
let's
Wasn't
go.
gonna get
I
that.
didn't know that. Yeah, I've never seen
That's
that
literally one of the only ones I knew for sure, and I haven't even seen the movie.
And number 3, we have Pythor from Lego Ninjago.
I got that one.
I wasn't getting that.
I got that one.
Yeah, no
Are
way.
you serious?
I got that one right.
What the fuck?
And number 4, we have Jake the Rattlesnake from Rango.
Rango.
Haven't seen that movie either.
Did you give me points for that or no?
No.
Honestly,
you misspelled it
Zeno
as well.
basically gave that to me because he said Johnny Depp, and I was like, "Oh shit, is that from Rango? I've never
Yeah.
seen that."
I thought it was Django.
Same.
Django Unchained, different movie.
Yeah, but I thought like Django was just the movie title for that because it was
Yeah.
like themed the same.
It's number
Yeah,
5
you-
fucking Code Lyoko. It just came to my brain.
Nope, it is actually Teenage Mutant Ninja
gonna get
Turtles.
it.
That is Serpent Karai.
Yeah, but I didn't get that.
number
either.
Before we go farther, can I actually ask a question about number 7?
Sure.
Is that from Snakes and Ladders?
It is not.
Okay,
I actually made a guess for that one. I'll wait to see what it was.
all right. Because I ran out of words. I was gonna write Snakes and Ladders, like the knockoff of Shoots and Ladders.
Right.
No.
Number 6 is Sir Hiss from Disney's Robin Hood.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna get that.
Number 7, that is actually from the game called Cubert, and that is Coily.
Oh yeah.
Gilbert. Ah.
Number 8, a few of you did get right. This is from Skylanders. This is Rattle Shake.
Yep, I didn't know
I
that
just-
one.
I
Knew the art
definitely
style.
didn't get that.
Miles is going to be very disappointed in all of you with number 9. This is a Coily Rattler from Kirby.
I guess
I
Roblox.
almost fucking said Kirby because I was like, man, that looks like a Kirby art
Roblox.
style, dude.
You wrote
Everybody
Roblox?
got number. Everybody got number 10. That is Viper from Pokemon.
Say it right. It's Viper.
Viper.
Number 11. So many people put in Yu-Gi-Oh, but this
Looks
is
like
a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Digimon.
What do you mean by so many people? I know it was
Dude,
only
I
2.
almost typed Digimon.
I put
By
By so many
IDK.
people, I meant like 2 people
I put
thought it came
IDK.
from Yu-Gi-Oh.
The last one's Ratatouille. That's my guess now.
This is Sandaramon.
The last one's Ratatouille. That's my guess.
The last one is actually from The Bad Guys. This is Mr. Snake.
The fuck is the bad guys?
It's a children's book series that got turned into a movie. It's where they used to be the bad guys, but now they're trying to be the good guys, but they're being good guys by being the bad guys. It's a cute concept.
Your cute concept.
Oh,
So it's like the kid-friendly version of Suicide Squad?
essentially, yeah.
That's what you just described to me.
Sound
That's
like
what you just fucking described to me as.
Yeah, so it like follows this like team of bank robbers / jewelry thieves, and all I really know about the series, because I've never read it, is their leader, who I think is a wolf, kind of gets reformed, and he tries to convince the rest of them to become good guys. They're a little hesitant at first, but eventually they realize, oh, people don't want to throw us in jail if we're actually doing the right thing and we feel good about ourselves. So yeah, that's essentially all I know. If anybody here has actually read the books or has watched the movie, let us know a little bit more about it, because I don't know. Make sure to tag at Coder Coco YT all about it, and make sure put in hashtag we accept.
Nice. At least I'll at least know what the joke is.
All right. So
What's really funny is going back to that joke. Miles 100% acted how he said he would.
Yeah,
100%. And then he fucking I guess he must either read the transcript or actually listened to that
He
part of
read
the
the
episode.
He read the transcript.
But he was just like, you guys 100% said
Oh, is that
how I was
it?
gonna act.
I liked that game. It was fun.
But like it was hilarious.
I was good at it
'Cause he was
and
like,
was
you
winning,
guys
and
just-
I want that dopamine back.
Anyway.
as you were saying, Coco.
Yeah. So he was just like, wow, you guys acted just like I acted just like how you guys said I would. And he seemed genuinely like, shit, you guys know me way too well. That's how it felt. And I guess he thought the whole world was joining joysticks. No, this was just to have us join joysticks.
Correct.
Mhm.
I don't know if anybody corrected him on that, but
No,
we did not.
we did.
Did we?
I kind of did. I told him that ADHD would be willing to go under the joysticks umbrella, and he said, cool, we can talk about it the next time that we're all able to talk about it.
cool.
But I mean, he was able to get like that art out there that says accept, and I mean, he made it part of his gimmick, and from my understanding, really pushing that, he actually got a few followers. He actually hit his goal of 500 followers today.
Oh, did he? Because he
Nice.
didn't whenever we started this recording.
No, he had before we started.
Did he?
Like,
Or he must
right
have
he was
just
before
at
we
hit it.
started
501
recording,
when
he
It
we
must,
hit it.
started,
so
I
it must
think.
have been right when I muted the stream to get everything ready and stuff like that, because that would have happened like slightly before we started recording, right? Oh, Shannon.
Oh.
Shannon's coming in.
Oh,
Oh,
twist his dick.
twist it, grab his dick and twist it. All right, what are we doing?
I don't know.
Are we
How
done?
much time do we have left?
Well, we're at an hour and 13 minutes. I'm just kind of waiting for you to
Okay.
come back and we can end it if you want.
You guys want to talk to Murky for a few minutes?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gonna call
let's
him?
hear him.
Hey, Murky. How you doing?
Oh no.
Did me and E both hit
Murky,
it?
you're probably
Yes.
still driving through Alabama right now, and may it be like the talk of the town, but like you don't have to repeat what they say, man. Like it's
Oh my god.
okay. Murky, I don't see what that has to do with anything. Well, maybe this was just a bad idea. Maybe we should leave Murky alone. Hang up. Oh,
Wow. Oh. And at this point, we have lost all of our listeners.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is he doing?
I didn't even know there was that word that was racist and that long.
Yeah, suddenly we have a whole new following in Alabama.
He invented a new letter. Well, we're clearly out of shit to do, so goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.